Hello, girls.
Do you ever wish you had talent? I do. I know how to pay upwards to like 40 people's um rent. I am the literal money maker of Girl World. Now that's a fucking talent.
It seems like Amberlynn has finally come clean about the status of her YouTube channel and this whole demonetization thing. Now, she's titled this video The End of an Era, which I think is a bit dramatic, to be fair. Because I don't necessarily think it's the end, but that's just like my opinion. But anyway, this is a long video. This is like 47 minutes. I feel like there might be a lot more. She might give us more in terms of things to comment on. So get a snack, get a beverage. And for some reason, I just feel like she's just gonna insult our intelligence. But let's let's get into it.
It's hard for me to be transparent on YouTube. That's been very obvious for me for a very long time. That immediately when I turn on a camera or I go live stream or whatever it may be, I kind of like turn into this robotic version of myself.
That's not true. Like, I feel like she's become a lot more comfortable on YouTube, showing more of herself, showing the entitled self, showing the smugness, showing the I don't care-ness of the situation. So I don't see what this robotic version is.
Say you have a friendship, say you are in a relationship, say you are, it's a cousin, it's an uncle, it doesn't matter. There's a coworker, there's someone in your life that used to bring you joy. But then every time you were around them, they would.
Well, here we go. Here we go with the metaphors. Here we go with the similes, the analogies. With the flowery language, here we go.
Nitpick the way you spoke, what you looked like. You weren't crying enough, you were crying too much. You weren't eating enough, you're eating too much. You're not supposed to be doing that. Actually, every traumatic thing that you tell me is actually a lie. Oh, you're fat. Oh, you're gross. Oh, you don't shower. Oh, you're.
But that's true though. Are they lying? A lot of it is true. I know some of it is like nitpicky, but some of the things are like, girl, don't eat too much. Because you've spoken about your ED. People were saying that. The whole showering thing. 2 people have confirmed that. In fact, 3. Emily, Destiny, Beck. So people are not lying when they say that.
The way you are around them is not going to be how you once were. I've had a lot of people say that I'm not the same person I was when I first started YouTube, and that's the truth.
So off the bat, I can see the angle that she's trying to put across, like the narrative she's trying to bring forward. It's like, woe is me. Oh, see, look, I was just looking at the chat. This person says, woe is me. It's not us, it's you. Well, do you know what I'm saying? But it's like, woe is me. Like, feel sorry for me. You people, you uncles, the reaction channels have made me like this. Okay, this is where we're going. All right. As Yimba said, she will insult intelligence. She's already doing it.
I can handle a lot. A lot of people are like, Emily, you wouldn't be able to join the LCU because all the hate you get. I would get less hate there than I would here.
Lies, lies. First of all, I'm so sorry. I did say this was going to be a long one because I think from the content of what she's put out, we're going to have to talk about it. But I don't think that's true. I think she's conflating Keemstar and all the people in the local universe being nice and kind to her as them actually liking her and not seeing it as them just trying to bring her on because they know that she's going to generate a lot of money for them. You know, she's a low cow. She's a cash cow. They're trying to milk her. So they don't really like her, but they know how to like butter her up so she can go on the show and then they'll just full force just release whatever they have planned because I don't think she will last in terms of her mental health. On local universe, those people are just gonna berate her all the time. It's different from Hater Nation or Girl World, where people just do that a lot in the comments. She can turn off her comments, she can choose not to read the comments, people can make videos, she won't watch the videos. But local universe is them actually berating her in her face. She will not be able to stand that for sure.
Reaction channels have created an environment, a safe space, a community to literally breed and feed off of hating me.
I don't like this strawman argument that she uses. She uses this like a lot of times. There's so many times that she said this. I'm just like, no, because people just aren't quote unquote hating you for being you. They're hating you for the things that you have done, for the manipulation, for the ABUs of your partners and your animals, for lying, or the controversies, for dating a feeder, also for your attitude, for your character. People just don't hate you for no reason. They have a reason. And it's also because of the content that you put out. Maybe there has been times where people have overstepped for sure, with the most recent being Rachel and things, but people have done that. But for the most part, we just watch what you put out.
And this has led to a lot of bad.
And also, you can't say it's just the reaction channels breeding hate. You also remember how in the live stream she'd just be berating her paying members, cussing them out, telling them F off. Oh, you suck. You this, you that. So it's you as well.
Bad things in my life. A lot. Genuinely. And I have gotten through it. Every single time I was able to get through it.
Barely, because you'd be crashing out every other day. Every other week, Amberlynn was having to crash out. So you were barely making it through.
I put myself through all of this because it was my job. It was my passion. I love YouTube. I love making content. I love talking to you guys. I love talking. I don't know.
Objection, Your Honor. Objection. No, Amberlynn, you don't like YouTube. You don't love YouTube. I don't believe that. Because you would only come on here 30 minutes, if that. You tried with the schedules. You failed at that. You just, in the end, you just started to just be so flippant about it. You didn't really care. Maybe in the beginning, but right now, I know you don't care about YouTube like that.
I don't know if it's, I just like to hear myself talk. I don't know what it is.
And you thought that no matter what, even if you post once a month, once a week, whatever, you thought that people would come running back to you like nothing happened.
It's just a little girl inside of me. No one ever listened to me as a kid, as a teenager. And then finally, thousands of people wanted to listen to me.
This is some of the things that you should have brought up when you were having therapy, because that little girl inside of you is not healed. Unfortunately, for most of us, we've had experiences where we were just neglected, we were abandoned, we were ignored, our voices were trivialized, like we were made to feel very insignificant. But guess what? We have done the work to heal our inner child. This is the work you should have been doing in therapy, but unfortunately, she stops the therapy because she felt like, oh, it's just a venting session, and I do that in my journals. She didn't take that seriously.
I have not uploaded an actual video in like half of a year. I've done just live streams. I have not talked about EDs. I have not really talked about my weight. I have not done anything like that. That's what my channel was for the longest time, though. It was genuinely all of that type of stuff. But that was years ago. Mukbang, who is she?
No, that wasn't years ago. I think that was like a couple of months ago when she stopped filming. So it wasn't years ago. She stopped making like actual vlogs like a couple of months ago. And even in those vlogs, it wasn't a blatant mukbang, but she would have eating content in there. She would be showing her body in the videos. And I think she was just lazy to actually vlog. That's why she decided to do the live streams, because, you know, she understood that, oh, going vertical will push me in the algorithm. More people watch my video, I will get more money. That's why she started going live.
And then I got mass reported hard. Like it was crazy.
To this point, I will say this. I think people have been mass reporting Amberlynn for a long time, and YouTube wasn't as strict. Like the terms of service have been there since the beginning, but YouTube wasn't as strict because channels like Amberlynn's would generate a lot of income in terms of AdSense. But now, because of this multi-district lawsuit that's happening, the girls are now a liability, and not just them, across YouTube. Anything that can be linked to that lawsuit is a liability. They're dotting their I's and crossing their T's so that they shouldn't end up in a situation where they're being summoned by a judge or, you know, whoever's in charge of that to pull out documents and files of Amberlynn in the same way they've done with Eugenia Cooney. That's why YouTube is doing this. It's not just attacking her as a person specifically.
Say you're driving, right? And you're driving on a road that goes 60 miles per hour.
Oh, here we go again.
And then they realize, actually,
Another
no,
analogy.
I think this road should be 45. So you're going down it, 45. And then a cop pulls you over. And they're like, last month you were going 60 down this, so I'm going to give you a ticket. And you're like, but wait a minute. I was allowed to then, though. Like, I was allowed to. That's what it feels like to me.
I think it's a bit of a wrong analogy. I think maybe it should be this, that you were speeding down this road all the time. And every time the cop caught you, they said, hey, I'll let you go this time. And when they caught you the last time, they said, listen, things are about to change. New rules and regulations are about to be brought in. So be careful. It might not be me the next time who pull you over. Then She's like, whatever. Hmm. And then she was speeding again. And then this new cop, who's very serious and strict about these rules and regulations, came on and said, nope, we're not having that anymore. And that's what's happened.
I'm being punished for things that I posted years ago. And
to that, I'll just say, yes, it's things that you posted years ago, but just because it was years ago doesn't mean that it wasn't wrong. Maybe YouTube didn't have a reason to be very strict on it because, like I said, she was making them money. But now they don't want to be brought up in lawsuits. So like, hey, take it down. So that's why they took it down, not just because it's you, but it's because the content that you posted was not right.
I am going to obviously gracefully accept YouTube's decision.
That's the thing. I feel she's been a bit dramatic here. She's saying she has to gracefully accept YouTube's decision, but I think all she has to do is delete the videos. Get rid of those videos. That's the only way YouTube will be happy. That's the only way YouTube will be pleased. If she gets rid of the videos, clean out her channel, reapply. If they deny it, try again. They give you time, like a grace period. You probably have to do that in like the next 90 days for like 3 months. So it's not like this is the end. I think she just doesn't want to go through and do the work.
This has been my constant for 13 years. I have been so beyond, for the lack of a better term, blessed. I'm grateful.
No, girl, that's not even lack of a better term. You have been blessed. Blessed, favored with this, but guess what? You've messed it up. You've misused it. You've mishandled it.
Good things happen and bad things. Positive things happen and negative things. And that's always.
I mean, true. There's some things that happen in life that you don't have control over. But I think in this instance, she got warned quite early on, but she thought she was above it because she's Amberlynn Reid, who can tell her what to do. And so this is just a result of, I guess, arrogance, pride, and inaction, like not taking action, thinking that you're above everything and like nothing can happen to you, because for so long she's gotten away with a lot of things. And even when those things have come to a head and people are calling her out on it, she always finds a way, wiggle her way out of it. But this time she can't do it.
At the time, I genuinely thought I was what was right. I was just sharing my thoughts, my life, my struggles.
No.
Whether I was wrong or right or this or that, like, I never intentionally meant to do something I wasn't supposed to.
No, you are not abject. That's not true. Amberlynn, there's so many times where you've clickbaited yourself, your body. You've clickbaited you eating copious amounts of food. She's trolled. You know, there's a time where she was trolling. Like, was it what, 2016, 2017? To be fair, up until now, she's just been trolling. Trolling, gaslighting, all of that. She's done it intentionally.
But my cameo is 40% off.
And it's just so interesting. Like a few days ago, she came on here. Oh, guys, my cameo's back up. My cameo's open. And I always do this for the holidays, you know, and people are like, no, you're doing this because you're demonetized. But she's like, no, this is something I always do for the holidays, right in time. And now she's here crying, saying, oh, please donate to my cameo because I'm so desperate. Ciao.
And I have made a Cash App as well because I am currently in a stage of life where YouTube is no longer my job.
No. But that's not true. Because if YouTube was truly done with her, she wouldn't have been able to do this live stream. Oh my gosh, that's my baby's toy. Or just think of other options. There's Patreon, there's Twitch. You're not stuck just because of YouTube. And YouTube hasn't fired you. They just want you to cleanse your channel and keep on posting. And then when they review it and they're happy, they'll reinstate your monetization.
So I was demonetized because I was mass reported hardcore.
That's not true. Well,
Like
partially
hardcore.
True, partially.
And I was getting screenshots from forums and Facebooks, this and that, and the subreddits and the this and the that, where people were celebrating reporting me. So it became a I don't know, a hobby for some people. It became a let's take Amberlynn down type of thing. So I became demonetized, and I appealed it. Obviously, you had to send in a video under 5 minutes, and you had to like answer these bullet points, and you know this and that. This has been my source of income. It's why I have a roof over my head. It's how I'm able to take care of. It's the reason why I have anything in my life. I had nothing. I genuinely had nothing. And now I have everything I need because of YouTube. Twinkie has surgery on Friday.
Oh, did I hear that right? Did you say Twinkie has surgery on Friday? I can't believe. Oh my God, hold on. Let me get my thoughts together. So is she using Twinkie as a ploy in this whole feel sorry for me narrative? Okay, let me hear what she has to say.
Twinkie has surgery on Friday. That is why you guys have randomly been hearing me say, I'm going to the vet. I'm going to the vet because I am trying so fucking hard to figure out what is wrong with her.
So are you let me gather my thoughts. because for so long, people have been telling Amberlynn to be very mindful of Twinkie's health. The other time, it's Twinkie's nails. Twinkie's nails are not being taken care of at all. Her nails have been overgrown. She had that fatty tumor that people saw, and Amberlynn came online and said, "You guys just like creating rumors. It's just nothing. It's just benign." The vet said there's no problem with it. That's just what happens. Twinkie's been going on the pee pads. We hear Twinkie crying in the live streams. And people have been saying, hey, take care of Twinkie. And now it's convenient that she wants to use Twinkie as a ploy in this feel sorry for me. All the money that you made, Amberlynn, why don't you have a savings for your pets? You've got 3 pets. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 now plus Romeo. Romeo's number 3. RP Rarity. Does she have pet? We don't even know if she has pet insurance. Oh my god. Joking me.
And thankfully, it's now being taken care of. So I'm worried.
Not to forget, remember the time when Twinkie had an abscess in her mouth? These pets have been going through it. And every time people say that she's not a good pet parent, she will get so offended and she will lash out and do all these things. But look, my god.
Keep her in your thoughts, please, because it has been a lot. I'm just glad it's getting taken care of. But why I mentioned that, it's just random shit. Like, and I bought all the gifts already.
What is this?
I was supposed to do a swap with Pink Sparkles. I haven't even reached out to her yet.
The whole Vlogmas giveaway thing, that's the least of your problems right now. You shouldn't even be worrying about a gift exchange. Who cares about that?
To let her know that, like,
that's not a priority in your life.
Last time I sent her gifts, it was like $400 in shipping.
That's ridiculous.
I can't do that. I can't. And that's me being absolutely 100 transparent. I have to save every penny where I can. And I'm so thankful for my grandma and my mom. They both offered to help pay for Twinkie's surgery.
Lord, does she not have pet insurance? I'm assuming so. What? I mean, obviously, yeah, you can have pet insurance, but then you have to pay out whatever is the excess. But does she not have savings? Because I remember when she took that break after the whole Aunt Tammy situation, she said, my savings is amazing. I can afford to take this break. What happened to all that? Where's this person? He says, you need to recognize the privilege you've been given by others since Casey's mother took you in. All you've done is take advantage of others. You need to repent. Ciao.
Literally was so grateful.
So things must be really bad. The fact that her mom and grandma have to come and help her. So all that smugness, all that bravado, thank you for the money. I'm clocking into the bank factory. I have an amazing savings. Honey, I got the money. I got the time. I can sue people, was just smoke and mirrors. Jeez.
Like, this is genuinely, it's more serious than, it's more serious than, oh, Amberlynn got demonetized. It's like,
it's very serious.
It's like, it's heavier than that. You know, imagine losing. Just imagine losing it all, you know? My savings was directly for taxes. It was directly for taxes.
Only? No emergency fund?
Because it's like, yeah, I made the content, but my content is on hundreds of reaction channels. Every last bit of it. Not just snippets, not just this and that, but like my whole video. How are you going to tell that person in the car they have to go 45 miles per hour, but they're in trouble for going 60 a month ago when they were allowed to? But just because the reaction channel might be driving a different car, they're allowed to go 60 when I'm not?
I mean, I disagree, because right now, a lot of the reaction channels, the bigger ones, even smaller ones, are privating their content, putting the content on private, or just deleting the videos that Amberlynn would mention, like ED. So they're cleaning out their channel. And some of them have had their videos age restricted. It's either they've taken the video down or they've cut out the portion that YouTube said, take it out. I've had one of my videos age restricted because I said the full word for ED. And I also had the thumbnail in there where Amberlynn was talking about eating a certain amount of calories a day. So YouTube flagged that and age restricted my video. I don't think that YouTube is just allowing reaction channels to continue. They're also, tying up their ends and odds to make sure that they don't get demonetized. Like, it's not worth it to keep that content on their channel.
I want you to know, deep down, if you're watching this and you're a reaction channel, if I were you, do what you can to make it to
like Amberlynn, they're already doing that. I think a lot of reaction channels have foresight, have the foresight to say, like, listen, this YouTube thing is not forever. For some people, it's just fun. It's a hobby. Some of them have streamlined, they've diversified, they're on different platforms, or they react to different people, not just Amberlynn. So I think the reaction channels will be fine.
So I sent the appeal video, and they denied it. They denied it. I truly want all my supporters, please, the people who have watched me.
That's a fall from grace, I'll tell you that.
I'm sorry.
So she said that YouTube denied the appeal the video, but again, it's like Amberlynn, all you had to do was just delete those videos. So I'm thinking she just put in that appeal video, thinking that she could be emotional, use very expressive language, and then YouTube will be on her side, and then everything will be back to normal. Like, if you're going to give an appeal, you need to make sure that it's as detailed as possible, as logical, as thought out as possible. Like, you need to argue your case in a way that they cannot deny it.
Say you're at work and your boss comes up to you and says,
Oh,
I've decided I'm not going to pay you anymore. You can keep coming in, though. I don't think anyone would.
but I thought you loved YouTube, Amberlynn. I thought that you said that even if you had 5,000 people watching you and you're not getting paid for this, that you love being a YouTuber. Like, the significance of being a YouTuber is not because you're being paid, it's the fact that you're on YouTube. There's so many people who post on YouTube and are not even monetized. Like, YouTube doesn't owe you monetization.
Anyone would. I don't think anyone would. I understand I wasn't coming on here as frequently as I should have been.
And also, to that analogy of the boss, like, if your boss came and told you, like, hey, we have a performance review for you, I'll give you 3 months to improve. Whether your boss, your university lecturer, wherever you are, they tell you you're going to have a performance review in 3 months. And they tell you the things that you need to change. And then by that 3 months, you don't change anything. And then they fire you. Would you be surprised? I don't think so, because YouTube gave you a fair warning shot.
I have to go be a normal person now. A normal person.
Guys, she's going to be a normal person. She's going to be a grade just like us. Welcome to the club, girl. In fact, I think that would be good for you because you actually get a touch of reality, like a normal person. Because you know what normal people do? Normal people, we have been looking at the economy for the past couple of years and we're seeing that things aren't going well. And people, some people, not all, people who are able to manage their finances well, look at the markets, look at the stock markets, invest in this S&P 500, invest in this index fund, have a little bit of money saved. That's what some normal people do. So maybe this will teach her to say, hey, always think forward, always plan forward if you can. Always forward thinking, always. Always, always, always.
The positives that I see in this is, as scary and as hard and as painful as it is, I get to embark on a different journey now. I get to demonstrate. What am I trying to say? Sorry, Romeo just meowed and it distracted me.
Well, demonstrate that you're capable. You've had so many chances to do that.
Hi, baby.
I'm not laughing at her demise. Obviously, I understand it's very upsetting, and it's not a good situation. I wouldn't want anybody to lose their source of income, but I think it's not even funny. It's just like how else are you gonna react? Because she'd always come here smug, insult people's intelligence, and now this is where it's got her.
Last night when I got denied. Oh, when I got denied last night, you guys. I didn't cry. I was so shocked.
Yeah, because I don't
Genuinely,
think
truly
she's
so shocked.
heard the word no so blatantly. She just thought, oh, it's another thing that I can use emotive language and get my way through it. YouTube gave her a hard no because with everything, she's able to wiggle her way around it and come out of it. But YouTube was like, no, fix this before you move forward.
And I just feel so stupid. Me and my mom had so many things planned for Vlogmas. I would say in my vlogs, oh, nothing's planned. Me and my mom planned a lot. And I was really excited. I bought a
You could still film Vlogmas videos. Just post. You won't get paid for it, but you could still film Vlogmas
$1,300
videos.
camera, you guys.
And everybody told you what was that? What was the point of that? That was like a couple months ago. And everybody was like, why are you wasting money on a $1,300 camera? You would never get to use it. Which is true. She hasn't used it at all. I mean, you still could.
I'm going to be selling that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be selling my choosies. I'm going to be selling Legos.
Girl, nobody's going to buy you a choosy. Are you guys going to buy Amberlynn's choosies? her croc gibbets and things.
Don't like to be the person to say, oh, here's my Cash App. It feels weird. It feels weird. It feels wrong. It feels weird. But if you want to give me a penny, you can give me a penny. I made a Cash App.
And from what I've seen on Reddit, I think someone, I don't know, reported her Cash App. So that's not a viable option anymore. I think she's got Venmo now, but
I don't even really know. I guess I can put it currently applying for jobs. I am currently finding
good
other routes of income.
Yeah. As you should diversify.
YouTube has been great. It has been hard.
Like, in as much as Amberlynn has been consistent on YouTube, like, I don't think she's actually studied the creator economy. I think for myself, I'm a bit more privy to it because of like my work that I do outside. Like, it's got a lot to do with the creative industry and just seeing how other YouTubers, other creatives just diversify their streams of income. Because when you think about these platforms, they don't owe you anything. You're taking your talent to these platforms and they monetize it, they give you a cut, they take their cut. So a lot of content creators, creatives, they always diversify their incomes. They're on YouTube, they're on Twitch, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram. And then they always plan and strategize to say, hey, let's start thinking big. Let's think about merch. Let's think about brand deals that we can do. They start thinking about other ventures they can go into. And some of them have even landed themselves in Hollywood. And I think if Amberlynn, for some reason, if she took this whole little makeup influencer thing that she likes to portray, if she took that seriously, she could have been very successful, even more than she is right now. But laziness.
The reality of it all is I'm leaving YouTube.
No, you're not. You gotta be back.
I'm leaving YouTube. It's not my job anymore.
Stop.
I don't know what that's going to look like for me in my life. I have to put my energy into a different job.
No, you don't. Just post the content that you wanted to post. Hold on. I just looked at this person says, who are you? I don't know if this person is being serious, but oh my God. But yeah, you can appeal again. Like, there's other channels that have been demonetized. They got denied. They waited the amount of time that YouTube said wait. They cleaned up their channel.
I really, really am. I cannot believe that I was a YouTuber.
You still are a YouTuber. But again, like I said, being a YouTuber isn't synonymous with you being paid or not. Like, you're a YouTuber because you are on YouTube.
It was stupid, but I wanted it so bad that it happened. I don't know how or why or what it may be, but it happened. And I'm so, so grateful. And it was something I never took for granted. Never.
Yes, you did.
Never ever say that. I've been horrific with money. And my CPM constantly was getting lowered, which means it's how much you get paid per thousand views. And everyone's on YouTube is different. No one gets paid the same amount. And it changes every single day, might I add.
So she's saying her CPM got lower. I think that at the point that your CPM starts getting low, I think that's when you have to be like, okay, things are getting bad. What is the plan? Instead of just leaving things to chance. So she had so many warning signs, you guys. Honestly, I feel like I'm just going around in circles.
Not everyone hates you. I know.
I'm gonna have to cut this short. It's YouTube. It's not me. It's not the consequences of my own actions. It's not the content I made. The content I made was fine. No, it was not. It was not. So even till the end, Amberlynn is not taking any kind of responsibility.
Goes away. I don't know why.
Do you know how I feel? I feel like this just reminds me of the video that Rachel made. It's like, it doesn't make the situation any better. If she just came on here and said, guys, I've been demonetized because of this, this, and this, this could have been a 10-minute video. But it's just a video of blame reversal, putting the blame on someone else, not taking accountability. Like, she thinks that we forget as the audience. Like I said, I thought she's going to insult our intelligence, and she had. The audience does not forget. We have so much evidence of people telling her that her content is pushing the TOS violations. So many people have said that. But nope, you guys are bullying me. You guys are attacking me. You guys are harassing me. Hater Nation, you just hate me. I'm Amberlynn Reed. You can't tell me what to do.
My bills were always paid on time. I've never been I've never been the type to not be responsible in that way. But it's like my free money. my money that was just chilling. Spend. Like my
Money
hobbies are
should have gone
expensive.
into an emergency fund, and I think you gave yourself too much leeway with the money. Because I remember she mentioned like they had like $42,000 times 3 in their bank account, and they would just go on shopping sprees, spend $10,000, $20,000 at Walmart. Can you imagine? All that money could have been saved. She would have been a millionaire by now. She would have been a millionaire by now. But you're wasting things on Legos, food, choosies, croc gibbets, and things like that. What else does she buy? Those markers that she bought, the excessive earrings, the torrid halls. Just
Like
nonsense.
Lego and this and that. Do I have regrets? Of course.
And also, let's not forget, because everybody used to tell Mambillion about you're spending too much money. She'd be like, who cares what I do with my money? Who cares what I do with my health? Like, it's my money, it's my health, my money, my pockets. You people need to stop watching my pockets. Oh, here we are.
Of course I do. Regarding money, yes.
Hindsight is 2020.
Absolutely. But I mean, I'm not the only one that does stuff shit like that, you know? Like,
stop.
I find so much comfort.
Again, it's like it's the same argument with, you know, not only fat people have lymphedema, skinny people have it too, guys. Skinny people also have high blood pressure. Skinny people also other people also spend recklessly. You spend recklessly. You do.
When Trisha Paytas goes on random little rants.
Trisha Paytas.
Because she's the same way. And she makes so much more than me. Like, she's not good at saving money. She spends all her money. She this, she that. You know, it's so.
But the thing is, I would like to assume that Trisha Paytas, she's a little bit smarter than Amberlynn in the fact that she probably has an accountant and she's like a millionaire. So like, what is 20,000, 30,000 to a millionaire? Of course, it's like too much money to be wasting on things that don't matter. But she probably has an accountant who's keeping things on track for her. Amberlynn doesn't have an accountant.
It's like so many things are relatable. You know, being a human. Like, have you guys ever like been watching TikTok and someone says something and you're like, wait, that's weird, I do that too. And then you like open the comments and like you see all the comments and they're like, damn, I don't have one single like experience that someone else doesn't have, or you know.
Yeah, because
it's very that.
It's new under the sun.
It's very that.
It's all about how you deal with it.
And it's weirdly comforting.
Either you choose wisdom or foolishness.
I don't know.
And she chose foolishness.
This could be good for me.
Wishful
thinking. It really could be good for me.
It's not. And, nothing's going to change.
Right now, it's hard and heavy.
I'm telling you right now, that's just wishful thinking, and the soberness that comes from realizing that reality has hit you. So I'm going to meet new people. I'm going to do different. Nothing is going to change by Amberlynn. I feel like even if she takes this pay cut for like the next couple of months, nothing about her will change. And once she gets remonetized, she's just going to go back to doing the same things as she was.
It's scary.
Being smuggling, being arrogant, being prideful.
I don't like asking anybody for anything. I've very much not been that type of girly pop. I do not like asking people, like especially for money. It makes me feel horrible.
Because you like to control people with money. That's why. Because in each of your relations, especially with Beck, like she had the economic advantage over Beck. She used her money as this like gotcha over the people in her lives. Even when she did things for people, she always say, but I gave you this money, but I bought you these gifts. Not because of the kindness of her heart, but she wanted to control these people.
But the best and only thing I can say is like, genuinely, if you want to support me, is my Cameo is currently 40% off. And I made a Cash App because someone told me to. They said it would probably be a good idea because you do have supporters. And so I made one.
If any of you girls get a Cameo, send it to me on TikTok. Send it to me on TikTok. Linked in the description box. Let's see what our girl is doing. Let's see what all this hard work she's doing.
And that's pinned. My Cameo link is in the description. It's taken a lot for me to do that, you know. But
was that a Lego behind her?
Sometimes it happens, you know. We were born to work. Tell me why. Like, what? I didn't choose this life.
Well, yes, we were born to work in the sense that we each have we all have unique abilities and giftings, and we're meant to find what we need to do that bring fulfillment to us. So each one of us have gifts that we have to tend to, the work of our hands, and we have to take care of it. And you were given this amazing opportunity that people don't even get in their lifetime, and you've squandered it. You've rubbished it. As we say where I'm from. You rubbished it.
We were born to make money. That is how we survive. That is how we survive. I'm not a praying type of person, but I just realized I still have like nail polish on my fingers, old nail polish.
And that's how you know Amberlynn has been humbled. Because I remember in other live streams, she would be making fun of people who would pray or say things about God. But now, like, she's literally been humbled to her knees.
Her surgery, she's getting that lump removed.
The lump that everybody was telling you about, but you said, you guys just like making rumors, you haters. Twinkie is fine. She's well taken care of. Look where we are. I feel like I keep on saying that. Look where we are now.
You guys know that lump? She's getting that lump removed. So.
Yeah, I do hope that goes well for little Twinkie.
I'm gonna go. This is the end. Oh my god, look at my eyeliner.
Again, caring about things that don't matter.
All right. I love you guys too. I really do. I really, really do. I hope that you guys have good lives. And I hope that you guys find another Amberlynn.
Honestly, we will. There's so many locales out there. Like, people will find other people to react to. And she'll be back like in the let's just give or take 5 months. She'll be back. Like, she can always go on Patreon. She can always go on Twitch. People will follow her and react to the content here on YouTube. Like, it's not the end, as she's saying. I don't think so. Anyway, I think that's the end of that. So yeah, what are the comments saying? Good thing you got your job at the typing factory. YT falls through. I would apply for jobs. I'd flip burgers if I had to. Yep, that's something that she said. How do you have no savings after 10 years on here? Exactly. Imagine if you actually gone through with your weight loss journey. So many people would have rallied behind you. Your story would have been so different. Really very sad. It would have been different. In the scale voice, goodbye. Thanks for the money. People, she's had over 10 years to prepare for life without YT. Just think of what she could have accomplished so much. You wouldn't have to sell things if you didn't spend $3,000 a week on takeout. Exactly that. She must be really regretting the thousands of dollars worth of Lego sets she used once and then donated to Goodwill instead of reselling. Hey Amber, did you ever think that lying constantly and trolling your audience might not be a good business plan? We're all laughing at you like you laughed at. Oh, see, this part, I remember when Beck was sharing their story that Amber only gave Beck like $100 and Beck was freaking out how they were going to pay for the U-Haul. And Amberlynn laughed in Beck's face. And she's up here crying, talking about, I don't know. It's just the haters who mass reported me. YouTube is changing their rules. It's got nothing to do with me. Like, I did that content a long time ago. It's not my fault. Fired when you're self-employed is wild, girl. You could have paid off a house and car by now. She could have. That is the reaction. This is a bit of a long one, but there we have it. So basically, in a nutshell, Amberlynn is feeling sorry for herself. She's still not taking accountability, even when the end has hit her, quote unquote, the end has approached her. It's reaction channel's fault. It's not her fault for making the content. But then again, nobody forced her to make that content. She intentionally made such content glorifying those behaviors and acts. Let's be for real. Because even if we look at her channel, see, here's her weight. Look at this. Look at that. Here. Clickbaiting this thumbnail here. Clickbaiting her health. Look, body shot right here. This Arby's thing that she's dunking in there. Food. Look at that. Look at her body there. Look at this thumbnail here. Right, girls? Let me know what you think about all of this. It's a lot. It is a lot. And it's too early. My last 2 brain cells have had enough. So let's meet in the comments and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, girls.
There has been a whole community of people that have created this safe environment for them. Safe for them, not for me. And they're attacking the fat chick. All the little fat jokes you make, is that what it is? You have to like ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement. Supposedly I'm just not a good person and all that. But what makes you better? Every 1 minute you have a fat joke.
Boo f***ing who? There's a cat that's dead because of you. Becky was left financially destitute because of you. Someone was accused of SAing you and had their life ruined because of you. Do you know what I think stings a lot more than a fat joke? Talking about someone's brothers.
I know tea on your whole family times 12, but I'm not that person.
You have tea on my brother?
Yeah, he was
do is talk shit about me. Never once have I ever been financially abusive.
I need you to admit how much money I have spent on you. Now that's the tea.
I'm just all about like sharing the money.
What about the money you owe Becky for the live she did with you?
Oh,
And I'm helping her, so don't you guys think that I'm leaving her like some high and dry person. Absolutely not. Y'all, I pay her monthly now. She just sits on these live streams with me because it helps. I know you guys love her and the vibe and the whatevers, and it helps me. Maybe I'm being selfish. I really don't care.
I was being used for live streams. Did I ever get paid? No, I didn't. I don't even know how much she got.
I think I should speak on it
Let's
because
go.
it is kind of heavy on my mind, on
Let's
my heart.
go.
His response to me was like a misogynistic rant. He decided to literally verbally use me. If I did that, which I have never done that, why threaten Salty Crab? She seems so sweet. She's a f***ing bitch just like the rest of them. It truly makes me feel unsafe.
From a woman who has the level of abuse allegations out there about her own behavior.
Oh, I never, ever physically used Crystal. Everything was just beautiful.
She had Crystal. Yeah, she admitted to me that she hit her once, and I wish I never deleted that message.
Told Feline that I was not going to talk about her, even if that makes me look horrifically bad. How do you like someone who did the things that they did to me, and you know what she did to me?
But you refuse to touch on the subject where you hit her.
She checked Jade, she slapped Jade, she tore up Jade's work desk.
After my hysterectomy, Beck literally was there with me. Beck did not leave, not one time.
I know Beck's mother was also dying. Beck didn't get to see them because Beck didn't leave Amber's side.
They genuinely did not care about any single thing in my life.
Beck didn't see the dying man. Because of you.
You're ableist, girl. Just admit it. Imagine Amber walking down Times Square. I know that sounds hectic, but it's possible. I'm not some like immobile freak